Every city has its secrets, its whispers that weave through the dark, quiet streets long after most people have gone to bed. This is a story about one of those secrets, a tale that began on an ordinary Tuesday night for a taxi driver named Mark. Mark had been driving the late shift for years, ferrying the city's night owls from one point to another. He'd seen it all, or so he thought. He'd picked up partygoers still buzzing with energy, tired workers heading home after a long day, and young lovers lost in their own world. But he had never had a passenger quite like Helen. It was just past midnight when he saw her for the first time, standing under the dim glow of a streetlight. She was young, maybe in her early 20s, with kind eyes and a gentle smile. She wore a simple, elegant white dress that looked almost like a wedding gown, paired with a faded denim jacket. It was an unusual combination, but it suited her. She raised a hand, and Mark pulled his yellow cab over to the curb. "Where to?" he asked, his voice friendly and routine. She gave him an address on the old side of town, a quiet, tree-lined street he knew well. The ride was quiet, but not uncomfortably so. Helen looked out the window, a thoughtful, almost sad expression on her face. Mark tried to make small talk. "Long day?" he asked. She just nodded, a small smile playing on her lips. "Something like that," she replied softly. Her voice was like a melody, quiet and calming. When they reached her destination, a charming old house with a well-tended garden, she paid in cash the exact fare and said, "Thank you. See you tomorrow." Mark thought it was a bit strange, but he just shrugged and drove off into the night. True to her word, she was there the next night, at the same spot, at the same time, wearing the same white dress and denim jacket. And the night after that. For 2 solid weeks, picking up Helen became the most predictable part of Mark's unpredictable job. They fell into a comfortable routine. He'd pull up, she'd get in, he'd drive her home. Sometimes they'd chat about the weather or the slow-moving traffic. Mark learned her name was Helen. He found out she loved the smell of rain and the sound of old vinyl records. She was always polite, always paid the exact fare, and always ended their ride with a gentle "see you tomorrow." Mark started to look forward to these brief encounters. In the lonely hours of the night shift, her presence was a small, bright spot. He felt a strange, protective feeling towards this mysterious girl in the white dress. He wondered about her life. What did she do that had her out so late every single night? Why was she always wearing the same clothes? He had so many questions, but he never asked. It didn't feel right to pry. She seemed to exist in her own little world, and he was just the person who helped her get home to it. Then came the night that changed everything. It was a chilly evening, and a light drizzle was starting to fall. As usual, Mark picked up Helen. She seemed a little more tired than usual tonight. her smile not quite reaching her eyes. The ride was silent. When they arrived at her house, she paid, said her usual "see you tomorrow," and quickly slipped out of the cab and through her front gate, disappearing into the shadows of the porch. Mark waited a moment, watching her go, before pulling away. Lying neatly on the back seat was her faded denim jacket. She must have taken it off during the ride and forgotten it in her haste. Ah, she'd be cold. Without this, he thought to himself. He knew he'd see her the next night, but the thought of her being without her jacket bothered him. It had become such a part of her nightly uniform. Without a second thought, he made a U-turn and headed back to her house. It was the decent thing to do. He pulled up to the curb, grabbed the jacket, and walked up the stone path to the front door. The house was dark, except for a single light glowing from a downstairs window. He felt a little hesitant about ringing the bell this late, but he figured it was better than letting her worry about her lost jacket all night. He took a breath and pressed the doorbell. After a moment, he heard footsteps, and the door creaked open. An older woman stood there, her face etched with lines of worry and weariness. She had the same kind eyes as Helen. "Can I help you?" she asked, her voice soft but tired. "Hi, sorry to bother you so late," Mark began, holding up the denim jacket. "My name's Mark. I'm a taxi driver. I just dropped your daughter, Helen, off a little while ago. She left her jacket in my cab. I just wanted to return it to her." The woman stared at the jacket in his hands. Her expression shifted from confusion to disbelief, and then to a profound, heart-wrenching sadness. Her eyes filled with tears that began to spill down her cheeks. Her hand flew to her mouth, and a choked sob escaped her. Mark was taken aback, completely confused by her reaction. "Ma'am, are you okay?" The woman took the jacket from his hands, clutching it to her chest as if it were the most precious thing in the world. She looked up at him, her eyes swimming in sorrow. "My daughter," she whispered, her voice breaking. "My Helen. She died 3 years ago." Mark's blood ran cold. The world seemed to tilt on its axis. "What? No. That's impossible. I've been giving her a ride home every night for the past 2 weeks." The mother shook her head, fresh tears streaming down her face. She hugged the denim jacket tighter. "It was a car accident," she explained, her voice thick with grief. On her way home from her fiancé's house, she was so happy. They were supposed to be married the next month. She looked down at the jacket, then back at Mark. She was wearing this jacket and a white dress she had just bought for one of the wedding parties. She died on this very street, just a few blocks from here. Every year, around the anniversary of the accident, strange things happen. We hear her footsteps on the porch. Things move in her old room, but nobody has ever seen her so clearly. Mark stood on the porch, speechless, the drizzling rain feeling colder than ever. The friendly conversations, the quiet rides, the gentle, "See you tomorrow." It all flashed through his mind, now cast in an eerie, new light. The quiet sadness in her eyes, her recurring presence at the same spot, the same time, in the same clothes. It all made a terrible, tragic sense. He wasn't just giving a girl a ride home. He was helping a lost spirit complete a journey she never got to finish. He never saw Helen again. He drove past that spot every night, his eyes scanning the sidewalk under the streetlight, half hoping, half dreading he would see her standing there. But the corner was always empty. The girl in the white dress was gone. Her journey, it seemed, was finally over. Mark continued to drive his taxi through the city nights, but he was a changed man. He knew that some passengers carry more than just a destination in their hearts. Some carry the weight of an unfinished story, and sometimes all they need is a kind stranger to help them find their way home one last time. Thank you for watching. If you have your own chilling story to share, leave it in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tales from the shadows. Stay safe out there.